All right, this section is using variables. We have two definitions up here you need to know. First one, variable. Variable is basically a letter. The variable we use most often in math is what?
X.
X, okay, but it can be any variable. A variable is a symbol, usually a letter that represents one or more numbers. That variable is representing a number, okay? We have to figure out at times what that number is when you're solving equations. What's the difference between an equation? Simple explanation. Difference between an equation and an expression. Anybody? What is an equation? An equation must have what?
An equal sign.
Equal sign, okay? An expression does not. An algebraic expression is a phrase that can include numbers, variables, and operation symbols. So our example of a variable, I'll do it in red, would be x. That's my example. What is an example of an algebraic expression? Anybody? Has to be an expression. Yes?
X plus 7.
Yeah. X plus 7. And there's an algebraic expression. All right. Now, if we scroll down here, an equation, that's your next definition, is a sentence that uses an equal sign. All right, what's our example? Garrett? What's an example of an equation?
X.
Go ahead.
X equals 7.
Sure. X equals 7. Nothing to solve there, very simple. X equals 7, we know what X is. All right. Looking at our first example. Does everybody have all this? Okay. We can come back to it if we need to. Write an algebraic expression for each phrase. First one, 7 more than the letter N. How would you write that as a expression? Yes.
N plus 7.
N plus 7 or
7 plus 7.
7 plus N. Remember, order of addition doesn't matter. If I add 7 plus N or N plus 7, you get the same result. If you add 3 plus 4 and 4 plus 3, what do you end up with? Either what?
7.
7. Okay? Next one. The difference of N and 7. So if it's worded like this, difference of N and 7. What would it be? Yes, ma'am.
N minus 7.
N minus 7. Now, subtraction, the order does matter. If I do 10 minus 7, that's not the same thing as 7 minus 10, is it? What's 10 minus 7?
3.
3. What's 7 minus 10? Negative 3. So order of addition does not matter. Order of subtraction does matter. So be very careful when you see difference. The product, what's product mean?
Multiplication.
Good. the product of 7 and n. How would you write that?
7N.
7n, or what? You won't see it often, or you'll probably see it never, but what could I do if I really wanted to?
7 pins, like, and,
What?
like 7 pins.
You could do that, yeah.
7 times N.
Well, that's what this one's saying, yeah.
7.n.
7 dot n, same thing. But think about the order.
And 7.
You could say n7, order of multiplication doesn't matter. But I'm glad to hear that all of y'all were saying the 7 first, because that's the mathematical way of writing it. You write the number, then the variable. Okay? But n7 wouldn't be wrong, because product order does not matter. Just like sum order, part A up there doesn't matter, product order doesn't matter. Because if I multiply 3 times 4, it's the same as 4 times 3, right? But you're all right, because putting the 7 first. The quotient, what does quotient mean?
Division.
Yes. The quotient of n and 7. What do you think that would be?
We'd have the fraction.
Yeah.
7 over n.
Mm.
N over 7.
N over
Number
7.
7. Okay. Just like subtraction, the order of division does matter. Subtraction and division order matters. You gotta be very careful with those. Sum and multiplication does not matter. Got it? Let's move on. Okay, you're gonna write, here are the directions. Write an algebraic expression for each phrase. Just an expression, no equal sign. A, 2 times a number plus 5. Now what would our answer be? 2 times a number plus 5. Robert,
2x plus 5?
very good. 2x plus 5. You're using x as your variable. Y'all can choose what variable you want. Okay, A through Z. Next. 7 less than 3 times a number. Let me write that out, and you gotta be careful here. 7 less than 3 times a number. Who wants to give it a shot? 7 less than 3 times a number.
3x minus 7.
Very good. 3x minus 7. Just because they put the 7 first doesn't mean that's the part that goes first in your expression. Does everybody understand how we came up with that answer? That's where I said you gotta be very careful with subtraction and division. So 7 less than, that means we're taking 7 away from 3 times the number. All right? Let's do one more. The sum of twice a number and 31. Yeah,
12 plus 12 plus 31.
sum of twice a number and 31. Where are you getting 12 from?
That's just my number.
Oh, you made up a number.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't wanna make up a number. We wanna use a variable.
Oh, okay.
The sum of-
2x plus 31.
Good. Got it. 2x plus 31. The reason we don't wanna make up a number is because then you're locking yourself into
Yeah.
a fixed figure. X could be anything.